Okay, so the date is Let Me Love You Till You Can Learn to Love Yourself by Neil. I'll play a little bit and you can see if you want to learn it. I'll just play the sort of main lick that comes in. Okay, all right, let me put this way you can see it. Standard tuning, capo on the fifth. The chords that I mentioned will be in relation to the capo, okay? So the chords that we need are an F with a bar. I think it's an F major 7 actually, but we're only going to play the 6, 5 and 4 and 3, okay? A minor 7, then we have a G, but we only play it at the second string. And the second time round we'll play an F, then we do a C slash E, an inverted C, and then a G with this added third fret on the second string. Okay, so it's those chords in order. Okay, now how my student, it's an electronic song, so my student and I have reinterpreted it for the acoustic guitar, but try to keep, you know, the bits that you know in the music. Okay, so start from the F. You know, it starts quite low, so what we did was we just played the 6th, 5th, 4th and 3rd string on the F. When we move to the A minor, just play the 5, 4, 3, and on the G, 6, 5, 4, 3 again. Okay, and then even though we're not playing all the strings in the chord, we're not playing the second string there, it's a good idea just to put your finger there, just because throughout the song you're going to be doing this sequence, you see, and then there. Now this is just for the first, the introduction. Now I'm putting my finger there just so the hand gets used to playing those chords, because they're going to come in later on. Okay, so we're playing the low strings. Oops, sorry, minor 7, G, and then F, C slash E, G with a added little finger. Okay, so just keep it low there. Sorry, C and then G with a little finger on. Okay, now then it brightens up a little bit. I think when the first chorus comes in. So what we do is we just switch the fingers. The fingers now go to 4, 3, and 2. Okay, thumb on the 6. So F. So you see it brightens it up a bit. That's 5, 4, 3, 2 there, and the A minor 7, and then the G, and then the same. Now if you want to hear that C like that, you just run your thumb through, you know, like so. Sorry, like that. Okay, but you can get away with just playing the 6. Sorry, I forgot to mention the chord shape. So if you don't know them, the F, we need to bar the first fret, again in relation to the capo. Second finger on the second fret of the 3rd string, 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 5th string, and the 4th finger on the 3rd fret of the 4th string. That's our F. A minor 7, drop your first finger to the 1st fret on the 2nd string, 2nd finger to the 2nd fret on the 4th string, and then the G, just raise your 2nd finger up to the 2nd fret on the 5th string, 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 6th string. Sorry, the first one is just without the little finger. And then going back to the F. Now you can just pivot on your 3rd finger here, 2nd finger to the 2nd fret on the 4th, and the 1st finger to the 1st fret on the 2, and then play it with the 6th. That's a C slash E, and then we've got this G here with the added 2nd string. So same fingers, but now your little finger is on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Okay, so like I say, your hand's going to be doing that the whole time. Okay, so we start low for the verse and the introduction on the low strings. Like that, right? Now, brighten it up a little bit, just switch your fingers to the next strings. slightly arpeggiated section as it builds up. So what we did, just to keep it simple, on the F, we go 6, 4, 3, 2. On the A minor, 5, 2, 3. Now the G comes in just before the beat. All right, so we need to put the G on there. 4, 3, 2, 6, 2, 3, 4. It's not the exact same arpeggio in the song, but it's just to keep it simple, okay? Something like that, okay? So it's, you know, just to liven it up a bit before we bring in the main riff, okay? So the main part, the main riff part is, and of course do your own arpeggios if you wish, or don't do them at all, you know, just keep playing. Now, there's this little part comes in which brings in okay, so what we do there, to bring it in, 3rd fret on the 2, open 1, open 3, use your 2nd finger for the 2 on the 3 to complete that little lick, because then you can get in the F. See, so. And then we're down, down, down. You can put the clip if you want, but we'll do that later. So same on the A minor, G. In the 2nd lick, we go to the 1st string. I'm going to go 3, 1, open, 1 on the 2, but I use the bar there again to get back into the F. Now my little finger's already where it needs to be for the lick. So that's why we're using those particular fingers for the lick, because to help us get back in the chord. Now, so like I said, you can put the tap in as well. So it's 1, 2, and then just tap the strings. It works equally as well without it. But then I would try and put in the lick, you know. And when the 2nd verse comes in, you just drop it back to low. Go to the next strings. 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. Arpeggiate and sorry, you get the idea, and then that brings in. Whoops. About right, I think. Use the fans, you can tell me if I'm right or wrong. Please, yeah, you can tell me in the comments if you wish. I'm an online guitar teacher. If you would like face-to-face classes, you can use the link in the description below. Failing that, please consider liking and subscribing. And failing that, just enjoy the video, and I hope it makes sense, and I hope you can play it.